Hi, my name's Raquel Lily. I'm a songwriter, musician, and producer, and today we are doing a product overview for the Roland Go Mixer Pro X. Be sure to check out adorama.com to get the best deals. Whether it's recording video and audio at home, setting up your live stream, or getting some music gear, Adorama has it all. So I'm super excited to check this out because from what I know about this, you could actually use a small handheld mixer to mix anything from vocals to instruments to multiple inputs right on your smartphone. So if you're on the go like me, if you travel a lot, this would definitely come in handy for your everyday use of whatever it is, whether it's a podcast or if you want to live stream from a different location other than your house. All right, so let's open this puppy up. Right away, I see that there is an owner manual that you can actually get the QR code and scan with your phone, just so you know what you're doing. You know, never hurts. So I have an iPhone, but the cool thing about this mixer is that it comes with 3 different connecting cables. So let's open up this bad boy. So here's the mixer itself. You can see it's pretty much handheld. This can fit in a backpack or a purse. So on this side you have your mono and stereo instrument inputs, and on this side you have your guitar, bass, smartphone input output, and your phantom power, and your XLR input for the microphone. It comes with different knobs, and as you can see, depending on where you're plugging in, so if you're plugging on this side, if it's an instrument or a headphone, then you could just dial the gain up and down through these knobs. And then if you're coming from this side, this is your microphone gain. Of course, you could turn on the phantom power right here, and this would be the gain for your guitar. It comes with these cute icons on here, but I imagine that depending on what you're plugging into, let's say the XLR, if you're wanting to mic something other than just vocals, or if you're wanting to play bass guitar or any other instrument that comes in through the 1/4-inch jack here, it may not just be piano, but you know, you get the idea. These are the kinds of instruments and items that you can choose to use with these inputs. Now there's an overall volume knob right here, which you could turn up and down real easily, like so. If you look at the bottom, it actually comes with 2 line level inputs. So if you have like a looping station or some sort of mic preamp that you want to plug in, you do it at the bottom. So next to that you have the pad for guitar bass. So really depending on what kind of guitar or bass you have, whether they're active or passive pickups, you could choose to turn this on and off like so. So if you look next to that, you have your headphone/headset input, and what's really cool about this is if you have a microphone that's attached to your headset, it actually supports that, so you don't have to have your XLR microphone plugged in as well as a headset if you only have the headset. And these are all 1/8-inch jacks, so you wouldn't need a 1/4 to 1/8-inch adapter. Really nice. And this is the LoopBack on-off switch. So if you're listening to, let's say, something that you recorded that you want to play over, you could turn that on and off to be able to hear that. And one last thing, you might be asking, well, how do you power this thing up? Well, you could either use this USB input right here, or you could keep twisting this to open, which will open up the battery compartment right there. It takes 4 AAA batteries to power so that you do not have to drain any sort of power from your cell phone. Or if you don't have a power bank or an outlet, this would come in really handy, especially if you're just on the go and you don't know what kind of power situation that you have. I've definitely been there before with live shows or live streams where I was just scrambling to try and find power for every single thing that I had. All right, let's dive into this box. So in the box, you will see 3 connection cables. This one is the TRRS to TRRS, and then we have your USB micro B to lightning cable. Lastly, we have the USB micro B to USB-C cable. So straight out of the box, you can actually begin to use this product minus the 4 batteries that are needed to power the thing. Of course, if you don't have batteries right away, you could always power this with your smartphone just as easily. So the idea of this mixer is depending on what phone you use, and it really doesn't matter which one because you have all the cables that you need for it, you could actually plug straight into your phone with these cables. So let's plug this in like so. Bottom of my phone to the top for the USB input. And adorably enough, you could actually place your phone in the holder that it's built for, right there. Now you could do this portrait or landscape depending on what kind of video or content you're trying to produce. And another cool thing about this is once it's plugged in like this, depending on what DAW you're using on your phone, or let's say even like a laptop, it is super compatible with any live stream app or DAW of your choice. It also works with Roland's Zen Beats and other mobile production music apps. So immediately when I plug in my smartphone, I notice that the power is on, so that means all these channels are activated or can be activated. How I would personally use this, because I'm a live streamer on Twitch, I also make content for Instagram, TikTok, you name it, I make it, and I'm a recording artist. So bringing a really heavy, gigantic setup for a mixing board isn't always feasible, and if you were just tied up with so much equipment, this is really convenient for if you're just quickly trying to mix something maybe in a setting where you're not at your at-home setup. If you're trying to produce music at the park while the weather's nice, this would be a great tool to take take along with a DAW like the Roland Zen Beats. But it's awesome because the number one thing that I complain about when I'm streaming from my smartphone is the lack of audio support. I mean, when your smartphone compresses your audio, it's good enough, but it's not going to be as good as if you used a large condenser microphone like this that you could just pick up and go and take with you without having to bring, again, the entire mixing board. Or just playing an instrument like an electric guitar that wouldn't even be audible on a smartphone unless you had it plugged into a mixer. And then on top of that, if you're playing an electric guitar like I do, I travel with an electric guitar all the time, you're not going to be able to really hear yourself and what you're playing. So the fact that you could plug in headphones in the bottom so conveniently without having to remember the 1/4-inch adapter that is the bane of my existence for getting this thing everywhere I go. The fact that you could just plug in some headphones, some normal headphones, whether they're just buds or some DT770 Pros, you could just listen to exactly what you're recording, what you're streaming, what you're playing. It's really great that Roland is coming out with something like this that is so compact that you could, like I said, literally throw in your purse and go, because I struggle already traveling with a guitar and an amp and multiple bulky things. So the fact that a mixer can be this pared down and at the same time be able to just plug straight into your iPhone, you don't even need like a computer or a laptop or anything. Of course, you can choose to use this for a laptop or a computer if you don't have anything else, but the fact that you could use this for a smartphone and just go and stream or make content or play music wherever you want and broadcast that to the world is just absolutely mind-blowing, and also just like such a tiny cute little product at the same time. So if you're a traveling musician like me, or if you're somebody trying to take your content to the next level, I would highly recommend this. That's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this product overview of the Roland Go Mixer Pro X, and if you have any other products that you want us to check out, unbox, and review, please comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe this video, and for now, my name is Raquel. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys later.